Good morning. So today I want to talk about 3 questions that I feel are extremely important to ask during your interview process. So the first question is going to be, and this is in no particular order, these are just 3 really good questions. What does success look like for me in this role if I'm hired? And you're basically asking that because that will lay out the expectations, what they expect from you. It'll also possibly tell you about anybody who was in the role previously and how successful they were in the role and how they became successful. So that is a key question. Put a star by that. Another good question I like to ask is, what do you love about your job, about this job? Because I want to know what you like about this job. I feel like it catches a lot of people off guard and it causes them to think, because I need to know what you like about this job. How long have you been here? Well, most of the time they'll tell you how long they've been there, but if they've been there for a long time, like 5 years or more, like that's admirable to me, because I ain't never stayed at no job that long. So I feel like a lot of times when people stay at a job for a long time, I mean, it's a good place to work. It has to be, because you're not just gonna stay there and suffer. I mean, I'm not. The third question is, what challenges does this group face, and what would be my goal in tackling the challenges if I'm hired? And that's basically just saying, like, what issues do y'all have? Now, most people might not be straightforward about it, but it's still a good question to ask, because it's kind of like giving them the opportunity to be transparent. And then it's also letting them know that you're not being unrealistic, coming in expecting everything to be like all happy-go-lucky, all peaches and cream. So these are 3 questions that I always ask. I feel like they're so important. Other questions that you should ask about the orientation process, because don't be getting me up in here and then trying to just throw me to the wolves. Like, if you tell me I'm going to get 5 weeks of orientation, I want my 5 weeks of orientation, especially for new grads in any specialty, any career. If they're promising you a specific number of days or weeks of orientation, make sure that you get that, because you are entitled to that, especially if you sign a contract. You need to ask about bonuses, if there's going to be on call, CME money and days. Like, my new job gives us 4 CME days, which means I can go to a conference for 4 days, and I'm going to get paid for those 4 days while I'm at the conference. Like, that is important. You want to ask about malpractice insurance, and how that's covered, if there's any tail coverage. What else? Oh, always ask if you could have a shadow day. I said 3 questions, but I'm going a little more. A shadow day, because I want to know if this is a good fit, for myself. And so yeah, I always ask for a shadow day. Like, my very first job, I actually went in and I got paid to shadow. Like, I've never heard of a company paying you to come in and shadow, but I actually got paid for 5 hours that I was there, because I was actually seeing patients while I was there. So it was kind of like a working interview. But yeah, that's it. I have like a whole list of interview questions. It has like 50 questions on there. Like, and I literally take a planner to my interviews and I write down several questions, and I'm coming prepared, because never go to an interview and when they say, do you have any questions, don't ever say no. Have some questions. And also research the company and the people that you're going to be interviewing with, because it'll always stick out to them more if you go in and saying like, oh, I see that you guys do this, or you have this many facilities, or you see patients here and there. Like, they love that. Like, go in a little, sounding like you know something about the company, because that just shows that you did a little homework. So I hope this helps. Have a good day, Kay. Bye.